All right, good morning, everyone. It's 10 a.m. on the East Coast. We're getting started here. It's Culain versus Neerrm. How's everyone's morning doing, by the way? I'm a little nervous. I have a Zelda Dragon Warrior Randomizer race later on today. Palace 5 to start. We're on the Western Continent. Palace 5 is always on the Western Continent. Let me know how the audio levels are and such. I believe Neerrm is providing audio only for us. Or at least he's not dropping as many F-bombs as he did last night. There's the opening side of Death Mountain for everybody. The little hum is in the stream. I'll try to fix that if I can. There's Palace 4, so 3 and 4 right off the bat. We wake up. Culain talks through his... Well, I don't know. Culain's on the mic right now, I mean to say. P-Bag Cave. See Culain doing a little science there in Palace 4. See what happens here. I'll turn if the buzz is annoying people, I'll turn it off. Magic Container in P-Bag Cave for Neerrm. See, he's on the right. I don't think he did hold... Well, I did hear him clicking around. I heard his controller pre-race, so I can check that. See, Culain is going into P-Bag Cave to pick up his Magic Container. Magic Containers are early. Like, any item you get is good early. You never know what you're going to need. Magic Containers, you never know what New Kasuto is going to cost. There is one boulder blocking a cave so far. A little river right there. Yeah, you can definitely tell Neerrm's not on the mic. Last night's race, he dropped 20 F-bombs a minute. There's Mito. He was really not happy during the race, and I believe it started right around the time he pressed start. Culain's going to explore that river. Doesn't see a way to the other side, but does see a town. And he finds Mito. Okay, so that is Mito right there. The river town of Mito. And there's our other side of Death Mountain. I did get a glimpse at the boulder, but I do not believe you can access it from at least what we saw on the screen. You might be able to go around and get to it. But we'll see if that comes into play later. There's a graveyard tile. Culain's going to check it, and it is the front side of Fairy Cave. So as he explores caves, he's going to realize what he can and cannot pass through if the continent is divided into two sections. And that river so far makes it look like it is divided into at least 2 sections. There's a raft spot and a bi-state area with a possible grass tile for Neerrm. And it is a grass tile. It's Saria and... Was that Rudo? I really wasn't looking. But he's going to pick up a spell here. So I got to get ready for the tracker. It is unusually warm for 10 a.m. on East Coast. And dark, too. It's weird. Neerrm picks up the mirror. He's going to go cash it in. Culain opts to do the grass tile first, and it is another magic container. So he's up to 6. Let's see what this spell is, and it's our first item on the tracker. It is the most powerful magic spell there is. So we're 1 for 1 in marking items, but more importantly, Neerrm has a required spell. Unfortunately, Culain's going to be right behind him to pick it up. And good morning to you, too. Good luck on your race later, Enchantress. I know it's in a couple hours, right? It's 10 a.m. right now. I hope everyone's morning is going well and your coffee tastes good. Okay, Neerrm's going to leave the bi-state area after refilling his health. Grabs Magic 2. Culain now gets Thunder. So both players at 1 spell apiece. And both players at 2 magic containers. Or 2 additional magic containers, 6 apiece. Basically a double helix model right now. Little little back and forth. One person does something, one person does another thing. They come back and they trade off doing it. Culain's going to see that that's Ruto. There's a second cave blocked by a boulder, I believe. Unless that was the first one we saw from the start. Doesn't look like it is, though. All right, we got the front end of Parappa Cave. So Parappa and Fairy Cave are choices to consider here. Culain's going to jump through Parappa. That might have been the one we saw from start, actually. No, there's the other one right there. Culain arrives probably west of that river. Finds a nice little bridge that probably does nothing. Connects nothing. And there's a cave. 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, good luck. That's in, it's about 10 hours for everybody watching. All right, Heart Container Cave for Culain. Let's see what we have here. Neerrm decided he's had enough of this area. He's going to go the same route. He's going to go through Parappa Cave. Can't go through Fairy Cave. I don't even think he knows Fairy Cave exists right now, but does not have the fairy spell, and that's the way you need to go. Hammer. Hammer and Heart Container Cave. So right away we have the tools to get in both the caves that are blocked. And if it is accessible, because it is viewable, we can see exactly what is in the boulder in Death Mountain. Here's our last of our palaces here. It's Palace 2. Neerrm's going to go in. Because you know what they say, Neerrm can never pass up a drip column. Those don't drip. Oh, no, what are you going to do? You're going to have to go in another room. That one's going to have a key, buddy. Attack 3 for Culain. Attack 2 for Neerrm. And Medicine Cave for Culain. Neerrm's going to grab the 100, realize he doesn't have a key or a fairy spell. And he's going to get out of there. He's going to go down to floor number 2 here, make a right-hand turn. He's looking for a dripper, if I know this guy, and I do know this guy. This guy is my guy in the tournament. Uses the Thunder spell on a whole bunch of helpless enemies. Hope he feels proud of himself. But here is a key that he can pick up. That may help him if he decides to go into another palace, or even in this palace, Heart Container in Medicine Cave. So no really big items so far, except for the hammer that we found in Heart Container Cave. There's life 3. Castable Thunder at level 2 is always a good thing. You can only go down from there, and you're guaranteed to be able to cast it the rest of the game. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, he doesn't even... What? What is that about? He's going to do it here. Or did he already see what it was? Probably already saw what it was and wasn't happy with it. All right, but he's going to put his key to good use item in Palace 2 right away. This might be Raru for Culain or the other end of Saria that we saw Neerrm dip into. Magic Key. There's Raru. Magic Key in 2 is a great early find. With the pickup of the Magic Key, you got to be concerned that the raft is now either in 4 or 5. And what would a race be without a required item in 4 or 5? There's a jump spell. So the jump spell for Culain will ensure that he can get downstab. If it is castable, no reason to think it's not castable right now, though. Blue Skeleton in the Dripper for 20 XP. He got the shaft. He got the dig shake on that one. So only 2 caves left to find, and we know they're both blocked by boulders. It's Magic Container Cave and Trophy Cave. Culain has not found 2 yet, maybe? And he's going to be exploring a little bit here. Look around. Neerrm finds the room that requires the glove, and he gets out of there. There's Palace 2 for Culain. He's going to look. It's the back end of Jump Cave. And he looks and finds 2, and he's going to leave. He's not even going to attempt it. I think he's going to be looking for Fairy before he goes anywhere. And here's Raru for Neerrm. So he'll be picking up his second of the 2 free spells on the Western Continent. and have the means to get jump. And like I said, for Culain, I would prioritize getting over to those other 2 caves. You've been everywhere else. You've seen every town. And you've seen every cave. And both entrances of Death Mountain. So you need to get on that other side right by start and go into those other caves. Unless you're going to take the chance to go into 2. So it looks like he's going to do that. He's only had 68 experience. But he's going to go through, he's going to save it and go through Parappa Cave anyway. See what Neerrm opts to do. He also has not been in Medicine Cave or Heart Container Cave yet because he was in Palace 2. As Culain uncovers Trophy Cave. Let's see what we get here. So Neerrm doesn't have that option because the hammer was in Heart Container Cave. And the trophy is in Trophy Cave. So there's an additional spell, and it's on the other side? No, it's on this side. It's in the bi-state area. So that's 1 required spell we already have, and we already have 1 spell item. So it'd be interesting to see what the little trick in this game is. What curveball it throws you. Magic Container Cave, the second of the 2 boulder blocks for Culain, and Neerrm is going to pick up here the Heart Container. While Culain picks up, a little dramatic pause, the 200-point P-Bag. Well, it's decision time here. Are we going to go into Death Mountain? Or are we going to go into a palace? By the way, the whole thing I said about the raft being in the palaces is not entirely true because Magic Key was in the palace. The game requires you to have Magic Key or Fairy before you're able to do palaces. And just because you found the key easily in a palace doesn't mean anything. Fairy is out there available somewhere, and it's not blocked by a item that's in a palace. So it is possible. Trophy right here, or not right here, he's in Mito. Trophy leads to Fairy. And there is your hammer. It's the Royal Global U. I'm not addressing anybody who may be in chat right now for some reason, even though he's supposed to be racing. That would be illegal to hear what I have to say during the race. Culain gets the down step, up A's. He's going to go back to the start. Here, the interesting decision here is maybe he does decide to do Death Mountain. With 4 and 5, your possibilities, or 2. Not exactly too sure where these runners are going to go try to look for things here. Okay, Neerrm has the Heart Container. He has the hammer. So now he's in Magic Container Cave, and he's going to pick up this 200-point P-Bag. If only there was a way to warn him right now to tell him, no, turn back, but that's not the case. I can't talk to him. It's the race. 200-point P-Bag for Neerrm, and a trophy cash-in here in Martintown. Chat, anyone remember Ness Martin? Remember that guy? Remember that time he raced and he got the trophy and then forgot he had the trophy, so he looked for the trophy all over the place? And he couldn't find it? Whatever happened to that guy? I used to like that guy. Fairy for Culain, so like I kind of verbally spewed out before. The trophy could be Fairy, and now since that happened, since Fairy was in a cave that was accessible, even via the hammer block, everything was out in the open, those items, now the raft can be in one of the palaces. He did have a bathroom in his kitchen. It was rather convenient, actually, for him. He loves his tall cans. Trophy and Trophy Cave, and we're in 5 here? We're gonna play this meta of required item always in 5. And Culain, I believe, did that in another race. It might not have been a tournament race, but it might have been a race I was just watching in general. He's gonna cast jump, get that key. He has Fairy. I don't know what the cost between Fairy. Well, it was cheaper to get that key. at the expense of being able to cast Fairy now anyway. But he's at least got one key. Both runners pick up Fairy. Oh, horror film kit, I am not. Unfortunately, right now, I am not prepared. I'm not using VLC, so I can't really do anything accelerated from that. I'm capturing from a browser window. But thank you. I should take that. I'll take that in consideration for the next restreams. But if the hum is bad, guys, please let me know, and I will turn it. I'll turn the audio off. There might be sunspots, though, because it is 10 a.m. and the sun's out there. It's beaming. Oh, the viewers can do it themselves? Yeah, then they can do something for a change. Culain's still going through 5 here. He's looking for the item. Neerrm's going to pick up that down stab. And we have that thing where it's like, well, where is everything? Exactly. Let's take a look at Neerrm's timer here, and it's at 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Ha! Did it. Someone forgot to start the timer. Culain picks up the key on the porch. Not the safest of security measures, but sometimes when the kids get home early from school, they gotta get in the house somehow. There you go. Well, Death Mountain, it was easily accessible. I thought there was a little corner there of the mountain. So Neerrm's gonna go right to the boulder. And he is going to find... He's going to find the raft. So Culain's in the wrong place, but as we've seen before, as he arrives in the area with the thing could be the glove. And because Neerrm took time to find the raft, Culain may find the glove, and Neerrm may opt to not explore this as fast as possible, or it could just be a 100-point P-bag, and Culain could get dig shook. And that is always the thing. So, raft was not in 5. Raft was in boulder. Neerrm's doing his due diligence, though, because if there is an easily accessible hammer cave and it does have the glove, he doesn't want to walk away from it right now. If he doesn't find it, I don't expect him to be here for long. Let's see what he opts to do. He's going to use Thunder. And there's his up A, and gotta think he's going to head on over to the west now. And by west, I mean east. Depends on what hemisphere you're on. He's going to walk by the bi-state area. Culain's going to go through this encounter and look for a key that doesn't exist. There's no key in this room. And he's gonna up A and he's gonna leave. Neerrm revisits the grass tile, and I'm gonna find the eastern continent for the first time. He wakes up to find the desert tile. The desert tile contains the glove. And we are doing things, and things should be said right now about memes and such, but I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. There's not going to be any separation between the runners here as far as the search for the glove goes, obviously. As soon as Culain finds the raft, he's just going to walk right into the glove. It's like doing a marathon race, and you're running, and you're like, man, that guy in front of me is dehydrated, but so am I. Like, I hope I find a drink before him. And there's, like, a big table there, and everyone's just handing you drinks anyway. It's like, well, okay, well, we're both refreshed now. Thirst is quenched, no longer parched. And they run on for another 2 hours for some reason. That is the marathon track and field analogy for the day. I'm going to try to do one each race. People like it. Neerrm passes through that cave to find a town, a good town. It's a town in New Kasuto. He's got 6 containers, and we all know. Oh, no. Bottle lady lets him in. An early item in 4. You know what I say. Early item in 4. It's going to be required. And as always, a jar gets you a jar. He's got 7 now. And Castable Thunder. And Fairy and Magic Key. And Culain also has 7. So we found every single magic jar. Culain taking the shots that the raft was in 4 or 5. It was in neither. So let's see if he goes into Death Mountain, because it's a big thing here. If he decides to go into 2, he's going to get the magic key, which is going to help him out for the remainder of the seed. If he decides just to dive into Death Mountain, he's going to get the raft and may forego 2. Especially when he arrives at the Eastern Continent and gets the glove handed to him. See if we can get a fire cast here. See what it is. The Eon Riku player match will be on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday night. And I hope they do it quick, because I got a Dragon Warrior randomizer race later. Fire is not spell. And I really couldn't tell what else it was. Neerrm's going to fill up, and he's going to leave. And guys, if you catch a glimpse of what fire is, please let me know in the most non-condescending way possible. And thank you for the good luck. Yeah, it's going to be a good race. I'm racing with Gru. He only created the game, created the randomizer. So, all right, Neerrm in chat is telling me that fire is unknown so far. Thank you, Neerrm. There's the boulder. Culain's going to look around first before he decides to drop. And now he's going to drop, and we're going to find the raft. Raft emotes in chat, please. It's been a long time since I said that. Feels good. And we have a confirmation that fire is life. I possibly will get destroyed, Pause. I mean, he made the game and such. And I don't really know exactly all the ins and outs, but it should be fun, nonetheless. I'm enjoying my time with both tournaments. Culain's also going to do his due diligence and try to find the Hammer Cave. There's a continental Eastern Continent Great Palace right there. Last cave for Culain. And he's gone. And he's going to probably go right to the east. Yeah, he's walking by the bi-state area. The grass tile and the dock is right over there. How are levels doing here? Culain is 334. Neerrm is 333. Look at that little swamp. Dig Shake pass there. Dig Shake Way. Little swamp. Little swamp to that cave. A little swamp after that cave. That is not Trophy Cave. That is Eastern Continent Trophy Cave, which I believe is one of the Valley of Death areas. And Culain now has the glove. Nice Thundercast there. You got a couple hundred XP. More importantly, you got out of there alive. There's the second palace on the Eastern Continent. It is Palace 9. Neerrm's going to take a dip. It's Palace 6. Palace 6 is in the east. That leaves Palace 1 and 3 split between the Valley of Death and Maze Island. And we all know that 1 is probably on Valley of Death, which is right there. And what are we going to do? We're going to go in. We need to know. Neerrm needs to know right now what this palace is, and I don't blame him. It's either 1 or 3. If it's 1, it's great. If it's 3, well, 3's short. But Neerrm decides to just tease me. He knows I'm watching. Obviously, I'm doing the restream. So he's going to give me a little bit of anxiety. He picks up a pea bag there. Finds the water tile. No boots yet. Probably looking for Maze Island. That's probably Maze Island. I don't really trust it, though. But it has good potential. He's got a dead end. Bang in that forest tile and see if he can get himself a pea bag to top off his level, but he doesn't. He's going to go right to Maze Island. That's Culain is trying to find his way through a pea bag cave. What the heck is that? All right, hold on a second. I got to pause the race. Let me type in IRC. These guys need to stop for a second. We need to talk about what just happened there. How could you... I'm trying to think the most unpolite way to say this. How could you use a raft on a dock? It's like a hydroplane. You just run and just slide on the... Is the dock made of ice? Like that whole bridge, is it made of ice? And you're just using the raft and you just slide over the whole bridge right into the water? The dumbest thing I've seen, but even dumber is the Palace 1 is on Maze Island. Sorry. It's on Maze Island and not the Valley of Death. Can I get your ridiculous Link magic carpet emotes in chat, please? Thank you. Item in Palace 1. Let's see what we got here. It's the cross. So, Neerrm is a shield spell away from being full Joshi. That leaves Palace 3 on Valley of Death. Now Culain's going to find New Kasuto. He's got 7 jars. There's no problem there. It was either 5 or 6. We knew this from when Neerrm was in there. And there's his magic jar. Let me just take a quick look at the tracker here. I got everyone up to date? I don't have everyone up to date. What was it? Fire. It's a nice little jackhammer right there on the unicorn head. That is true. Joshi D in chat says, by the way, good morning, Joshi. It's actually pretty early for you. 7:30 a.m. What are you doing awake? Yeah, full Joshi is the cross, shield, and all 8 heart containers, so I stand corrected. I did misspeak. I got ahead of myself. See, Culain's picked up the fire life spell. I guess Neerrm's got to go left to go right. If you're just joining us, good morning. The story of this race so far has been that Neerrm has found the magic key, and Culain has not. Everything else, both runners have all but picked up together. 1 extra magic container for Culain, 1 extra heart container for Culain. But not really, because Neerrm got the heart container on Maze Island. Culain got a heart container in the Peabag Cave. Can't see what's in the spell tower. This is the last of the races. Both of these runners are 3-0. And they're both on to their way to the next round. I at least believe they're both 3-0. I think they are. Yeah, they're both 3-0. So just pride on the line here. They'll both be advancing to the elimination round, which is not double elimination. There'll be no BGT bracket. It's only a winner's bracket. Win, move on, lose, go away. As Neerrm arrives at SJP. Testing the armor there. Culain's going to pick up a P-Bag. And Palace 1 is down, but we're missing some XP here. We're missing 45 XP. Neerrm's going to take a left-hand turn and try to find it. See how that works out for him. The playing game is, right now, Dig Shake is polling people who have 2 wins. And seeing when their availability is. There are no match results. It's 10:34 a.m., 44 a.m. And we are doing this live. All right, Neerrm needed even more XP there. He's taking a little time here. This is what happens when the drippers aren't good. It's one of the unfortunate side effects to a Vegas line is I can't know ahead of time what the drippers spawn to properly put my money and back up the truck for my boy Neerrm. Culain's going to do 2 now because he's got the glove. But because he has the glove, is he going to skip the item room? Well, he's going right. So we shall see. Remember, the item in 2 was the magic key. There's our first gem of the match. And Neerrm up A's. And what shall he do? There's one more item here on Maze Island. He's only picked up the heart container in the former kid location. It's a little insurance right now, just in case the reflect spell isn't free. See if you can get yourself a second spell item, or, of course, boots, if boots are somehow useful or required. We've seen and we're able to get to every palace, though. But we don't know about any of the towns on the Eastern Continent, except for New Kasuto. Unless we jumped into Darunia and popped out, and I just didn't realize it. Neerrm found a couple of encounters and doesn't really feel like going through them. He's going to up A, get his stuff back, and probably head on out. This is where he picked up the heart container earlier. And yep, he's on a single path, linear path, right to the exit. And we'll see what he manages to do. He might just go right to Valley of Death and pop into 3. Although towns are a huge thing right now as well. I believe that is 6. Because Great Palace is more on the western coast. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into 3. Culain's trying to make short work of 2. Finds a dead end, he turns around the other way. Remember, Culain's short work of 2 means that he's not going to find the magic key. And since he has the glove and thunder, he may just not do that. Or he just may walk left right into the item room and get the magic key. Who knows? And there it is. So, we're back even in terms of what everyone has and what everyone needs. Neerrm is up 1 gem, though. And up a good deal of exploration on the Eastern Continent. Casts Fire Life as he hits the jar, and he's full. And he's going to make his way through 3. We've only seen New Kasuto on the Eastern Continent. And we don't know what Mito's spell is, or where the medicine or the kid are. So that's still a plot point waiting to happen, a plot twist, whatever you want to call it. Dead end for Culain. I believe he's found all the dead ends now. Now he's got to find the boss. Have seen Darunia, I'm being told by Neerrm. So he did pop his head in. I mean, Neerrm did pop his head in. Pop out. But nevertheless, we don't have the spell. Unless we get it here? Perhaps? Let's see. Item in 3 coming up. There's a 500-point P-bag. That is the candle. We'll mark it. So that leaves one dollar store item on the table, one other additional P-bag, Little Digger, or Red Jar. Great use of the choke finger. So Culain gets through the glove-required room that stopped Neerrm before. Makes his way right a few screens. He's going to happen upon Helmet Head here shortly. Yeah, Neerrm still needs the shield and 2 more heart containers to be full Joshi, though. Low ceiling Doom Knocker. Neerrm tries to test the range and gets a mace in the face, and that means peace, see you later. Later, alligator. Nobody gets that reference, but whatever. It's a good song. Culain's taking a intentional death there. I don't know what for. Oh, because he's got to ferry up in the next or jump up in the next room. Or he just wanted the XP to kill the Mago. That seems more likely of the scenario. Trying to get over the threshold. He's 50 away from whatever the next level is. 920 is probably life 5. And he's crossed the threshold. Now he's getting at Helmet Head. I'm going to leave Palace 2, placing the gem and attack 5. It does include Candle, but yeah, absolutely does include Candle. It's Candle, Cross, Shield, full heart containers, but everyone starts with the Candle here, so it's kind of redundant to point that out. Gem for Culain. My splits don't work. I don't know why I tried to just split. And he has beat 2. Ulrich Asura asks, is Restream live? It is 10 a.m., or it is actually, I'm sorry, it is almost 11 a.m. now on the Eastern Coast. So consult with your local time, your local schedule, and you can see how far delayed you are. Neerrm's getting the full tour of this Palace 3. It doesn't have that many rooms, but it is kind of, it could kind of present itself some long dead ends if the rooms arrange on top of each other. Dig Shake was denied in commentary. Dig Shake, I didn't even know you'd be up this early. But if you're still around, man, feel free to hop on in as Neerrm hops on Rebonek's head here. Hello. This is where you speak. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? Morning, sunshine.
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Guys, let me know how the Dig Shake to Angry Larry ratio is, please. Thank you.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Well, it's kind of happens when you wake up. You gotta shake it off, put some water on your face, and we have a race here. It's Culain versus Neerrm.
Yeah.
Battle of the 3 and O's.
Yeah, I'm still waking up. That's definitely what's going on.
That's fine, man. If you have to pause to go get you coffee, that's good. Culain's finding the second of the items. Would you like a recap? It is almost 50 minutes. Would you like a Geico recap?
Could I get an item recap?
Sure. Item recap. Both players have pretty much everything but the medicine, the kid, the boots, and the horn. Neerrm has the cross where Culain does not. Both have a plethora of heart containers and magic containers, and they all share the same spells, which are jump, fairy, fire, which is life, and thunder. Both completed, well, Culain completed Palace 2, Neerrm completed Palaces 1 and 3. So 2 gems to 1 in Neerrm's favor.
So we're full dig shake except for reflect, is that correct?
Full dig shake except for reflect, and where Culain is 1 shield spell and 1 heart container away from full Joshi. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
So I have no idea where anything is or what the overworld is like at all, so this will be a pleasant surprise for me.
I don't either. But what happens if you just keep talking and making like Tribe Called Quest references? Nobody notices.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I dropped a little scenario on them before.
I'm not very good at Tribe Called Quest references, but...
That's all right. I mean, anything works, really. They don't know.
What about LFO references?
LFO, is that summertime?
Yeah, I think so.
Why do I know that? I feel dirty. It's almost like Len, Steal My Sunshine. It's like, well, why do I know these songs?
I was about to say 98 Degrees, but...
98 Degrees is, I know 98 Degrees.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Suzanne Vega album, 99.9 Fahrenheit Degrees, but obviously not.
No.
You're talking boy bands, and that's speaking to my heart right here. But we do have a race going on, and we should pay it a little bit of attention. We're in 6 now for Neerrm. And if you need me to call out times and such, or if you're just going to watch delayed, that works. Are you even watching the race, or are you just kind of hanging out chatting?
No, I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
All right. I'm going to take us live in a few seconds, so let me know when you're ready.
You're going to do what now?
Take us live, so the idiots in chat could hear us.
Okay.
Culain's in this nice little area here, this dig shake passage.
Wait. When did that happen?
It's a thing.
When? When did that become a thing?
I don't know. I basically have a dig shake generator, and it just says dig shake, and then there's words after it, and I just, I run it a few times every morning, and I try to incorporate that in my vocabulary during the course of the day. Oh, look at that. That is the most dumb. I'm so glad you're here to see this. On Culain's side, by the way. Like, you...
Yeah. I mean... What was I supposed to say? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you should be ashamed, you and your family.
I think that's amazing, actually.
Chat loved it. Chat, can we see the link on Raft emotes again, please?
I think that's a highlight. I think that's a reason to play Zelda 2 Randomizer right there.
And clip that, please. Clip it, and I'd like to blitz and use my silver card. Got a Barba fight here for Neerrm. Neerrm is rocking and rolling right now. He actually dove into 2 early to see if he can get the item before either player had fairy. Found the magic key, and then found the raft thereafter. Culain he went into 4 and 5. 4 was a magic container, 5 was a 100-point P bag, and then he went into Death Mountain and found the raft, so wasted a little time there.
And the glove was on the desert spot, it appears.
And you wake up, it's like 2 tiles in front of you once you get on the East Coast.
Well, that's a nice surprise.
Still have that drama of Reflect, though. Culain finds the cross in 1.
Chat does not seem to appreciate Dig Shake on commentary right now, I have to say.
Well, I mean, they have to understand that it is almost 10 o'clock your time, and you were up pretty late doing stuff on the internet last night. So they have to relax. They have to cut you a break. They're also probably cranky because it's early for them as well, I'm sure. Like the, oh, look at me, I'm from California people. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. They barely had time to drink their like non-brand grass water or whatever they drink because they don't drink or eat normal food over there.
I see all these people making assumptions, and I must say that whether or not you're correct in those assumptions, it still makes an ass out of you and possibly me.
Possibly both. But yeah, whatever you have to do to wake up, you know, you got a full day ahead of you. There's a lot of races here today. Your buddies has the Dragon Warrior Randomizer race tonight.
Oh yeah, I need to go back and watch that. No spoilers. No spoilers.
It didn't happen. It's tonight at 9:30 p.m. following the pre-tournament race that they're going to do.
Oh, okay. I thought that was. Oh, I'm confused, but okay. I got it. We're good. I thought tonight meant Friday, but apparently tonight means Saturday.
Tonight means Friday. Yes, it is Friday morning.
Yeah, you lost me. You lost me.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, it happens, but we're good. And Neerrm finds a pass-through he's going to take here. Is this a... I didn't see if he walked in from the overworld. Is this one of the P-Bag caves that Culain found earlier? It definitely is. Okay. See which one it is. There was one that has a heart container, and that's the one. That might be his. I don't remember what was in the other P-Bag cave.
Yeah, don't ask me. I wasn't even here.
But we'll see. Culain's going to go through Palace 1. I got to tell you, the palaces have been pretty long in terms of needing to go through every room to arrive at the boss so far, except for 6, which could be good. Because 1 and 3 are really not that long, but it looked like you had to go through the maximum amount of rooms to do it.
So is Reflect spell blocked? Have we determined that?
No, because we have not seen 2 of the free spells on the Eastern Continent yet. We have not seen Nubaru or Kasuto, as far as I know. But there was that time I was teasing you and not even watching the game. So during that time, it might have happened.
I don't know why you would tease me, but I suppose it's understandable.
Not at all. It's never understandable. Culain's going to look for the second item. Neerrm did not. He's also going to take attack 6 from his gem from P1. No, he's going to turn around. See if he gets to the same encounter that Neerrm did and decided to peace out from Maze Island.
For those of you who might be unhappy with the level of commentary on this race, just go ahead and feel free to check out Jay Coper's VOD after this for a rehash.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, you do.
Do I have D G A F dig shake right now? It took me so long to figure out that acronym.
I don't know what that means.
I think it means don't forget the glove.
Oh, okay.
But it is the second heart container, as Neerrm in chat has mentioned, and Neerrm picks up the second heart container. Chat is actually on your side now. Dig is my fave, 10 of 10. Later on tonight, I think somebody in chat said Dig Shake is my waifu. I don't know what that meant.
That's probably the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah. Culain's going to try 6 now.
Oh, wait, this is like permanent record, isn't it? People are going to watch this forever.
Oh, no, probably not. Well, we don't have the horn here. Are we possibly, Dig Shake, pretend you've seen this Eastern Continent and just give me a little bit of a prediction here. did we possibly just see Neerrm find a River Devil block to the other towns?
I highly doubt it. It's possible. It's possible. I don't want to rule it out, but I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it, because Boots is still a possibility where you can get around that river block, but I feel like Neerrm has done his due diligence. That is the 8th time I've said that, by the way, so far, but I'm rolling with it. I think he's explored every cave and every nook and cranny of the Eastern Continent, so now he's back on the west, going through the palaces, in hopes to maybe find either the flute or the boots, and if not, just, place gems.
Yeah. So what palace is Neerrm? Neerrm is in 5, it appears.
He is in 5, and Culain is in 6.
I apologize if you already said that. I'm a little slow right now.
That's all right. I fully understand. Again, it is early in the morning for you, and I appreciate you being here. See, Neerrm is going through the invisible wall room.
And he's going left, so he's definitely looking for spell items here, which is interesting, considering that we have not found 2 of the free spells on the Eastern Continent yet.
I think, honestly, spell items is secondary in his mind. I think he wants to find either the boots or the horn to potentially get, and he finds the key on the porch again. Or second time we've seen that today. I think he wants to find a way to those towns, those free spells, but consolation runner-up prize, if he does find, let's say, because he's seen Darunia, he finds either of the spell items, then he wants to, parlay that into reflect. So a little of both.
Yeah, it's just interesting that you have the glove and you're still hunting for, and the magic key, and you're still hunting for items like that. But I don't mean that to be critical. It's just
he doesn't really have a choice because of all the palaces he's seen, unless he wants to jump back into 6. He doesn't have the boots for the water tile. He's seen both P-Bag cave items. He doesn't have spell for the other Nuka pseudo item, which is probably behind the River Devil somewhere. It's possible he could look for that other item on Maze Island, but Palace 6, Maze Island, or 4 and 5, where he hasn't been yet and placed gems, are his only possibilities right now.
Well, item hunting in 5 certainly didn't pay off.
Oh, did he pick up the 100-point P-Bag?
He sure did.
Okay.
So are we thinking that towns are boot blocked now? Is that the theory?
Boot and or horn block, whichever you arrive at first, probably. Neerrm's going to take a different path here. He went left to start, so now he's going to start taking the rightmost path. We have not seen where Guma is yet. The other guy went into 5 and got the P-Bag and left. Then went into 4 and got the magic container and left.
Oh, yeah, it looks like we're taking a trip down Valley of Death here.
And Palace 3 will be there for him. So now that you're 4-0, Dig Shake, how are you preparing yourself for the knockout rounds?
Well, I am drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Is that true?
Yes.
Do you want to drop any names just in case any sponsors are listening and want to, throw some your way?
No, actually. No, I don't.
Well, Culain takes 2 deaths in the pass-through cave on Valley of Death by trying to ferry through.
Yeah. Interesting. Does he not know how to do the fairy feet trick? Or...
He does, but for what reasons he's not doing it, I don't know. He might have tried and failed and decided just to go through with it anyway, but he does arrive at the other side eventually. So
he can cast fairy twice, so
yeah.
It's a little curious that he wouldn't at least attempt it.
And fire is also life, and he may not even know that. Chat thinks you're a softie and you're just drinking Bud Lights.
Well, I do live in St. Louis, but I can honestly say that I have not drinking. I have not had a Budweiser product in years.
So what do you got there? Moosey or O'Doul's?
Yeah, O'Doul's. That's what I've been sipping on. I've been drinking some Elysian Space Dust this evening.
Is that an IPA?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm a millennial.
I don't even know how that started. P-Bag. The 500-point P-Bag right there in Palace 3. The candle bag, as we called it.
Where's all the stuff?
All the stuff is probably on the water tile, the Hammer Cave, and Death Mountain. The second item in Maze Island, neither racer even attempted to do it beyond the first encounter they faced on the path. So there's still, and it's scattered, the spell item in New Kasuto. First they have to get a means to get spell, whether that's the boot, the flute, or the kit or the medicine. Like, we got a nice little puzzle here, and it's all over the place, so who knows who's going to arrive at what in what order.
Well, Neerrm has been in Palace 5 for a minute. Or 5.
It's hard to tell, because I do not have concept of time, as it is right now, approaching 11:05 a.m.
Wow. This race has been going pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Eco Key Room. Neerrm has just enough to cast Fairy. I don't know if he can cast it another time, but at least he had enough there. Any idea how many lives he has left as he arrives at Guma?
Looks like he's got a full complement of lives left at Guma.
Doesn't look like the highest health Guma, but he is attack 7, so that's nice. Don't want to take him all the way down there and then take that death as I was talking, the commentator curse or whatever people call it. He'll have another try. Choke is complaining about work, and it's amazing how many people are watching at work. Hello, everyone. I hope your work day goes well.
Who works on a Friday? That's what I don't know.
I don't work any day, so I have no idea. The concept's lost on me. And now 5 is done for Neerrm. He's going to probably head on over to 4. 4's item room was easily accessible. It will be the 8th magic container.
Yeah, well, that's not going to help him too much.
Not going to help him at all, except for the fact that it was easy to get to. That's the only silver lining right there.
I find it fascinating as somebody who walked in on this race halfway through that they have not been able to find, what is it, Nibiru and Kasuto, old Kasuto, yet.
Yeah, I strongly believe it's in the northern half of the continent that is inaccessible to them right now. Because they took a lot of caves. They've seen a couple of pass-through caves, and they took them. Oh, it's time to go back into 2 for Neerrm. And he knows exactly where the glove block room is. Because he saw it before when he was looking for the item.
And we know the item in 2 is the magic key, it appears.
Yes, and he's already had that for a long time. So he doesn't even need to take the lefts. He just needs to be on that direct path back to the room that blocked him in the first place. Culain places his 4th gem, but I don't think gems really mean anything right now. It's all about that reflect spell. And where the hell is it this time?
Can I just say that for those of you who are interested in Zelda 2 Randomizer tournament races, we've got Buzz versus Link 7s happening later this evening. And I hear that's a pretty good race, so you should go watch that.
Enchantress of Numbers versus Riku Player is in about 7 hours, and in about 8.5, 9 hours from now is Buzz Thunder versus Link Sevens. Yes. Thank you for keeping things in the normalized time zone that we're in right now.
Yep. I feel like I'm in like China or something.
Do you have any weapons? I've only done this once before.
I mean, is my hat a weapon?
Well, I mean, maybe if you take it off and like wave it in front of somebody's face.
Like Goldfinger? Is that the one?
I was on you'rethemanNowDog.com before.
Yeah.
Playing some music for the people as the race was getting set up.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know? You know what You're the Man... What is it? YTMND.com? You know what that is.
Yeah, I do.
Push it to the limit. It's a good one. And I'm gonna get you cultured, educated on pop culture one day, dude.
Yeah, well, good luck on that.
It's gonna take a little while. I'm up to the task.
Even if it works, I'll just keep saying the wrong thing on purpose because that's just what I do.
Chat says you are correct. It was Goldfinger.
See, I've seen a few James Bond movies.
I have too. Absolutely. My favorite was when they went to Miami and did the assignment down there, and Lassard was all like, Proctor! Like that. That was great.
Oh, really? I thought that was like the Bourne Identity.
The level of dig shaking that's going on right now is like through the roof. It's like 5 of 5. It's like 5 of AF. You have a kid over there? Congratulations, man. I didn't know you had a kid.
I have a very angry cat. That's what I have. And basically the same thing.
Remember when they did the thing where they wrote dork on his chest with the sunblock? And everyone in the parrot was like, hey, dork. It's great.
No.
You don't remember that?
What was that, Revenge of the Nerds?
Police Academy 4, Assignment Miami Beach. What are we doing here? Neerrm is going through. He's like 3 rooms away from Helmet Head right here. He's going to walk through. The next room, I believe, is the one with the Mago.
Yeah, it seemed like kind of a trolley palace, too. You had to take a left that led you directly to Helmet Head. And Neerrm basically full cleared it.
Yeah. Neerrm, I don't know. I still don't know if it's V-line or B-lined. Straight to 2 as soon as he realized it was 2 and went right for his drippers. Can we get some links on a raft emote, please, for that? Culain is going to recheck Maze Island and get the second item there, so we'll have a little knowledge. He was disappointed to find there are only 20-point skeletons, but he went right for his drippers. He loves those things, man.
For the record, I think he V-necked it over there.
V-necked it? Oh, I get that reference. I have 2 of those. They're still in a package, by the way. I got to give away. I bought the second one to give away, and I haven't done it. But we do have a Helmet Head fight. Culain retakes that path to the item that he's already picked up, so he wastes a little time there. Neerrm wastes no time on Helmet Head.
That Maze Island raft is just that is, oh my gosh.
We have an emote because of it, but BGT will pretty much do anything if you just tell him to. It's like he's like the greatest person in the world. If you ever want something done for you, Dig Shake, just say, hey, BGT, do me a favor, do this, and he'll just do it.
I believe that. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, no, and I'm definitely not taking advantage of him. Neerrm is done. He up A's. He does not have Reflect, but will he go into 4? The answer is no, because he's walking totally opposite direction. Will he go into 4 to see what 4's item is before going on? I don't know, Dig Shake. Dig Shake, your options here are the second item in Maze Island, Palace 6, and Hammer Cave. What are you doing?
Probably none of the above because there's still 2 free spells on the Eastern Continent.
Let's assume for the fact that Neerrm already realizes that the continent's blocked, and he's got to get either the boots or the horn.
Then probably Maze Island.
I might do Death Mountain, but I probably would have done Maze Island when I was there initially. Just for that chance that it was a spell item. So I probably wouldn't have that on my plate. But I'd probably be arriving at Maze Island in 20 minutes anyway, so...
The spell items aren't what they're looking for, though. Necessarily.
Well, I mean, if it's Reflect, because they found all the palaces. If the spell item leads them to Darunia or Mito and it's Reflect, they're done. Because all the palaces have been located.
Yeah, but if the spell is in Nibiru or Kasuto,
right,
then that's not going to help them out.
You're looking for either or. You're looking for the spell item that gets you Reflect or the item that gets you to the other towns. And it's the other P-Bag in Maze Island. Let's see what Neerrm decides to do. I think he's heading on over there.
So for me, if I find the horn or the boots, that's 2 spells that I'm getting. Whereas a spell item just gets me the 1. So
right.
I'm really hoping for boots or horn, probably.
Yeah, but it's also agreed that the last P-Bag is not what you wanted to find. So if it wasn't the way to get the 2 spells, then getting 1 spell was definitely better than what the guy on the left here just got. I don't have the names on my screen. But he is in Maze Island now, and we know the opening area to Maze Island does not contain Hammer Cave, so he's going to take 1 cave through, the first cave he finds, and see what happens. Nightbot's going in right now. Love when that happens.
Going in on who?
Going in on just, stuff. I think I have it set to every 2 minutes. It's awesome. First cave takes him back into the original area he was in, so he's going to go through the second cave now. This was the last cave they arrived on, both runners, before they up-aid. Gets to an area. This is not the one with the elevator, because it had a higher overhead in the ceiling. But he might have seen this cave as it might have brought him right back to the same area. Yeah, it did, because the boulder's right there. And this is the one with the elevator, so this is the one you want to pass through, Dick Shake.
So they have already found Spectacle Rock, or no?
Spectacle Rock was the raft, with the hammer in Heart Container Cave.
Gotcha.
So Magic Cave time, and it doesn't lead him anywhere. Well, at least we don't know where it goes. He's not going to opt to go back into the one with the elevator and check the other 2 exits. He's just going to jump right into this one. Choke me, I like it. It's drinking. He's drinking pretty early in the morning.
I gotta go. Hang on. Let me go get rid of things so I can cheers.
All right, go ahead. Must be nice for all you guys to drink so early in the morning. Well, Culain arrived right back at the same cave that he went through the first time. The one without the elevator. And he's going to take a different path. Neerrm is still either looking for the item or he's already picked it up. I checked it off. The other P-Bag.
I get very dehydrated in the mornings.
Oh, here it is. You get dehydrated in the morning? Yeah, it happens. So Neerrm picks up the P-Bag on Maze Island, reduces his options, and he's going to go probably, I would think, to Death Mountain here and look for the Hammer Cave. So we're going to have a race here. Who gets the Hammer Cave first?
Yeah, interestingly, though, I mean, Neerrm has all but 1 palace done, and the other guy has all but 2, so...
And we know 5 took a little bit to get through, and the other guy did it really early on in the seed, so I wonder how much of it he remembers. Neerrm is in Death Mountain. He goes into the first cave. I don't think we've seen the other end of that cave, but he's probably going to check all these caves first or look for a good option to go through. We've seen this is the one Culain did take through. So we've seen what's on the other side here, and it's on the other side of the opening area that Neerrm was just in. So he's just going to loop right back around to the end.
So, do you like this decision, Larry, to do Death Mountain instead of Palace 4, perhaps? Or
I mean, I've been struggling lately, and I've been struggling basically because I force myself to start playing like Seeds have been recently, like required item in 5, required item in 4 kind of stuff. I like this decision better than 4 because I'll play the let's not go into 4 until we have Reflect game. But I can't say I would not have done it already just because of how many times item has been in 4 within the last 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it's kind of a bias, too, because you remember when it's in 4 more than you remember when it's anywhere else kind of thing.
I agree with that for sure. My opinion is that you have to ignore all previous information and just play, by getting the fastest item that you can at all times.
Well, we're going to find out what's in Hammer Cave here. And if it's not in Hammer Cave, and we are truly blocked from these other towns, then we're going to 6, because that's our only other option, is Hammer Cave or 6.
Are they both aware of that?
I could type an IRC and ask them, but I have a feeling that violates race protocol. They're both aware of that, except for the fact that Neerrm also has 4 as an option. If it's not in Hammer Cave, it's either in 4 or 6 on Neerrm's side. And if it's not in Hammer Cave, it's either in 6. But we did find the boots. And I do have to say that I don't even think at this point in time Culain knows that the East is really blocked. But he's playing like it is. So maybe he has that knowledge. I don't know if I've seen him in the East enough to ascertain that.
Well, it's interesting that it comes down to this. I mean, oftentimes if you see people diving into Death Mountain, it's not to find the boots, it's to find the glove or a spell item.
Yeah. And you can see as soon as a Culain arrives on the eastern continent, like he's not even going, or maybe they arrive in the north, and then they got to go like down and around like a horseshoe to get to that other area. I do not know if I've seen anybody go through anatomically correct desert.
Oh, excuse me.
You're right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
It was just a little coffee coming up there.
Okay, that happens. I had a little red sauce before. It's, I'm with you.
I ate some barbecue pizza for breakfast, and it was very delicious.
What kind of barbecue pizza? Was it from a place, or was it like from a frozen food aisle?
Barbecue chicken pizza from Dewey's. It's very good.
Does Dewey have a website or a phone number people can call?
I mean, I think it's kind of a chain.
Okay.
Probably not hard to find.
It's hard to find Little Caesars in my area. The closest one is I hate one that oh look at me, I live in New York and it's so hard to live on Long Island kind of thing is whenever I look up like where things are, like O'Reilly's Auto Parts or something, it's like closest area to you, 36 miles, Greenwich, Connecticut. It's like, oh yeah, no, thank you. I'll just, take the boat out and we'll go.
Well, just stop over in Atlantic City while you're on the way out.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how geography works.
I don't know if I know that word.
Water tile, though. And there's the flute.
Neerrm has found Hammer Cave as well, so... Well, no, I'm sorry. That was just a regular elevator cave. My apologies.
Well, we have the flute for Culain. He's going to try to find this other area here. See how we can get up and around. No, you see what I mean? Like, Culain doesn't even know where that River Devil is. And he spent all that time looking for the boots. Or possibly, I guess, he was looking for a spell item, but there were 2 free towns that I really just don't think he knew were totally blocked off at the time. Neerrm finds the Vatican City there. Why is Joshy D posting stuff that look like pictures of swamp for? That's distracting.
When? Oh my god.
I can't see that. I gotta call a race here. So Neerrm's a little lost here on Death Mountain. It happens. I didn't know how Culain arrived at the Hammer Cave or how many caves actually got him in that area, but it seems like a lot of caves lead you right back to the opening area. Here's a nice little place, little golden cave. See if we go through, see where it takes us. For Moas, Culain is one shield spell away from being full Joshi. As Dick Shake gives somebody the business on Discord, putting them right in their place. Stop complaining and play the damn game.
I mean, I'm just telling it like it is.
I don't envy you sometimes. You know, people get pretty hard on you, and it's basically their fault.
I can take it.
You don't have to take it. That's the point.
Yeah, I can take it.
I need to scratch my back so bad. I don't know where the pair of scissors is.
Especially from Joshi D. Like, there's nothing Joshi D can throw at me that I can't handle. As proven by our race last weekend.
Well, obviously, because was that a dig on him losing? He's not in your level?
Would I do that?
I don't know if you directly do that, but you can get away with not doing it and doing it at the same time. No one would expect it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look at this desert area here. Very deserty. Very arid. Still looking for these stupid towns, and there's one. Though it's bi-state area, Dick Shake.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected, considering that we knew 2 towns were missing and difficult to get to.
Did Neerrm arrive, or did he give up at the item? No, he gave up, because he's going back in the other entrance now.
Yeah.
So you missed a hell of a race last night. It wasn't a tournament race or anything, but Neerrm was a little upset, and I've never seen him like this before. And look how easy the Hammer Cave was to get to if you just took the other entrance to Death Mountain.
Wow. What was Neerrm upset by last night?
Oh, man, I don't even know. Like, I had him on in the background because I was doing some work, and he was just popping off for like 2 hours. And I've never heard him say an ill word ever in my life. It was one of those seeds where the good area of Death Mountain was like directly in the center of the continent. Like, you couldn't even put it any more perfectly in the center. And like everyone just kept missing it. Like not seeing where it was. There was that confusion of how like the seed could possibly be like, you know, unbeatable kind of thing. People like to throw that word around now.
Well, I mean, I think Neerrm, so he's doing this race currently at, what is it, like 10:30 or something like that.
Yeah, he traditionally doesn't sleep before, and I guess we have to mention that the other guy did get Reflect there, and he's diving into 5 now.
But Neerrm, I think, stayed up all night last night.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that in his other race, one of the other races. I think maybe round 2 race.
So he's probably, you know, a little tired right now.
Yeah, he's probably cranky. I mean, we can ask him. I can ask him if you want me to.
But you know, the race he did last night or whatever, I would be interested to hear what he had to say personally.
I did watch him, and it actually did cause me to even load up the game and like throw in a game genie code and walk over rivers and mountains. And even I couldn't find this cave like for a long time. But he just missed the entrance to Death Mountain that was like dead center right in the continent.
I really respect Neerrm a lot, actually, and you know, he sends me suggestions for fixes and improvements to the randomizer, and I think he's a great runner.
He's my guy, and he's my pick to win it all.
Oh, really?
And Culain is in the dead end room.
So we're just gonna pretend you didn't say that.
No, I'll say it all day long. He's my pick to win this whole thing. It's my guy.
Oh, okay.
Back the truck up. Like, if you have a truck full of money, just back it up.
So We're gonna just pretend you didn't say that.
No, we're not going to ignore or pretend I said it. I'm owning it. Like, I don't understand what's going on right now.
Oh my god.
It's on a VOD, and I think I said it 3 times.
No comment.
All
no
right,
comment.
well, do you sleep with like those foam things in your ear so the cat doesn't wake you up and you forgot to take him out?
I heard you. I was trying to give you an out, but
Oh no, I don't need an out. Like I'm behind it. There's a guy, and it's not going to be me or BGT that wins this race, the tournament. You know, Neerrm's a good pick right there. As he finds, I don't even know where he is. He's in 4, and he just leaves the item room because he did find Reflect after he got the boots.
I have to say that Neerrm actually is a really good pick to win this tournament. I don't disagree with you. I just think there's just this one other guy that I'm thinking of who might be a good pick as well.
No, Unos is definitely a good player, and no disrespect to him. I'd love to see a Culain Unos final for sure.
Wow.
You're not going to get me to say Buzz. I don't know what you're trying to do here.
Wow.
Joshy, whatever. But we can go through it. We'll probably have a bracket reveal show, and we'll go through all the competition then.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm being told that BGT doesn't win this race, but you know, life goes on. He's a good guy. By the way, I've named the losers bracket in Dragon Warrior Randomizer the BGT bracket.
Oh, okay.
So we don't offend anybody.
Is he even in the tournament?
He is. Yeah, he is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen him play Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
He's never played Dragon Warrior Randomizer. But it's a tournament, and he wants to make a tracker, so he's going to go do it.
That's great.
And Culain found Guma a lot quicker than Neerrm did. Neerrm's finding a couple dead ends here on his way to Carrick. But interesting enough, this is his last gem. Culain still has to go through 4 and take the same path Neerrm is taking. So Neerrm's probably going to wind up with, I would say, about a 4 to 6 minute lead into Great Palace.
Yeah, it does appear that way. Where is GP located?
GP is located south of the raft spot in the Eastern Continent without going through any caves. It's just there. Not the best pattern of Carrick. You ever fight Carrick running around? It's a ton of fun.
I mean, as a child, that was the only way I knew how to do it.
Well, I mean, listen. You don't have to resort to calling me names. It's fun. You do it every once in a while.
I'm just saying, you know, when I saw speedrunners standing on the right side of the screen there, I was like, you know, that actually kind of makes a little sense, I suppose. But then you watch Rez do it, and you're like, oh, wow, I should definitely be doing it that way.
Chat's going crazy right now, and I don't even know what they're really talking about. I like BGT.
Who's ever said that?
A few people have said that. Probably a Joshy D would say that. Oh, it was Joshy D that said it. Talking about fax machines. I don't know, like, what year is this? What time of day is it right now? I can tell you that answer. It's 11:33 a.m. Good morning.
Wow. I'm surprised I'm awake.
Yeah, no, I am too. But you do have to work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Friday.
So Neerrm ate the gem at 4. I guess you did have to go a little bit here to get through. You did take a cave to get to GP. Because it is in this little nook right north where he is. I thought you could just go down and around. It is Tuesday, 24, 2003. Do we not do months in the year 2003? Or just assume what month it is?
I mean, I just got done listening to some Sugar Ray, so I Just Want to Fly.
I was going to say, was it I Just Want to Fly? Or was it the other one? Every Morning.
Oh, that song's garbage.
I mean, you mentioned Sugar Ray, and then you're going to call me out on a Sugar Ray song being called garbage. I don't really know exactly how to play that.
Well, they're not. They can't all be winners.
No, I mean, listen, they all can't be Kid Rock. Get the Dark Magician room here, 3 rooms in. Very linear Great Palace so far. We got chat now doing Sugar Ray quotes, and I blame you for that. At least we're not doing Countess cow puns. Like that's probably not a thing, right?
Can I see the Kid Rock quotes in chat, please?
I actually found the guy, Carrick has been found, but I found the guy this morning that was doing song requests, and !SR American Badass was not working, no matter how hard I tried.
Yeah. Well.
And then I was told there was a guy there earlier who was doing the same thing.
I mean, I don't know who that would be. Probably Buzz.
I had flashbacks to the time I bid on a Roller Games lunchbox, and then some guy in California was like, I just won a Roller Games lunchbox. And I'm like, oh, congratulations, jerk. That's mine. Thanks for outbidding me.
Larry, I think we're memeing too hard right now. I think we should probably focus on the action.
I think I'm actually filling out a nice little map here. And whenever anything important happens, I'll break in and tell you guys. We're just having a conversation. It's nice little, Friday morning Zelda 2 randomizer fireside chat.
Oh, wow. The historical reference.
Well, a great man once said, if you can't go right, go up or down until you go right. And if you can't do that, go left. So that's what Neerrm's doing here in the fun room.
Who said that? Was that Choke?
It was on an outdated tutorial, and the guy doesn't even preach anything he said anymore.
Oh, wow.
Find the other side of the L7 room. He's going to pretend he's dead and go down that pit right there. This is the drop dead end that has the jar, and walks right into the fairy room. And thus casts fairy and goes right through it.
So how disappointed are you when you enter fairy room from the left?
I'm really not, because I always think always go left in fairy room. People take that out of context. I have rules about the fairy room and when you should and shouldn't gamble. But if you're going left to right, you're going through fairy room. So it's good. It's not just go left through fairy room, it's always go through fairy room.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel when somebody arrives at the Eon drop and then they have the decision whether they're going to take it or not?
What's the Eon drop?
It's the one with the big bridge in the middle that breaks away that often always has a dead end room right after it and forces you to drop.
Like a fun room?
Like a fun room, yeah, pretty much. It's one of the funnest rooms chat's ever had. Drop down into the no jar room, and we're going to go right. And we're back in, well, no, this is the other drop room. I get confused sometimes. Depends on how early in the morning it is. It's the reverse L7 room. Where can we land? Well, we're going to land in the area we have not seen yet. So we do know the last drop will loop us back to right there. So both those rooms are back to back and belly to belly. Oh, no, we dropped. I'm sorry. We dropped. We did loop back. We knew where we were. Okay. So this will be an elevator room. Up was to the fun room and all the nonsense. Left is to Jackamus room. And then he can go left through Jackamus room or down and right through the elevator room. Going left here, Dig Shake, he's got no options. He's going to go into the L7 room here, drop, and it's a very linear path through.
Won't he end up in fairy room again, and then he can go up?
He could go up in fairy. Yeah, he absolutely could go up in fairy room. That is accurately correct. I was just testing you. Feeding you misinformation, and Culain is now in Great Palace as well. Let's see which ways he tries to go. So up in fairy room brings him into the one-piece chicken room that goes left. And I gotta have a feeling like a little digger is awaiting Neerrm, and if that happens and he up A's, well, Culain then takes the lead in Great Palace. And there's your little digger, and there's the up A, and we have a lead change. So now it's all about, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go left in Jackamus room, or are you going to go down, or are you going to go to the right in the elevator room?
Yeah, and it comes down to how closely you want to follow meta, I suppose.
both players are life 7 and attack 7, so Thunderbird will be the same kind of challenge for both of them, even playing field.
And you got to figure with this great palace that we've seen that Thunderbird and Darklink are going to be fairly close together.
Absolutely. And it was just as simple as walking right there instead of going up for Thunderbird. Neerrm chose to go up into the Jackamus room and then go around, where if he just went right and ignored the elevator, he would have arrived in Thunderbird room, and that's where Culain is right now.
What an interesting decision. I mean, traditional meta says just keep going right as much as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where Neerrm needs to go right, and he'll be right behind a virtual spoon in Thunderbird room. He's got to be kicking himself right now because it was so right there. Culain does take a death, though, and you know what that means. That's a lead change. It's the second lead change of the Great Palace.
Yeah, with even attack levels.
Oh, Neerrm's getting a little bit of a bad pattern here with the fireballs. Can't seem to get the pendulum going. Can't seem to jump and catch Thunderbird. Misses a swing there. He's going to reset himself here. Takes a little bop. Can't take any more bops, though. And Thunderbird is down for Neerrm. Are we calling it? Are you calling it? There's still quite a few rooms left, I feel, in Great Palace right now.
I think there's probably some rooms left, for sure.
Except maybe only one room left. But Left the Jackamus must have had everything else, including the other drop. So, Dark Link, next room. Neerrm's up A was costly. Culain's death to Thunderbird was even costlier. Let's see if Neerrm gets King Dolled right here. Vankied right here. And gets a Trolley Dark Link. Oh, no!
Oh my goodness.
Dark Link just took out Neerrm.
That is, I don't know what to say.
And I honestly didn't know that.
That is shocking. This is probably the closest race in the tournament thus far.
Eon versus Vanki was very close, where the same thing happened to Vanki. I don't think he died, but I think Darkling just wouldn't let him hit him. And yeah, and Culain wins this race. I do have to do double check though to make sure I did sync them up properly. And one was accurately in front of the other, but
yeah, well, I mean, SRL will record it as well.
Yeah, if they ever get posted. But yeah, there you have it. Culain come from behind victory over my guy Neerrm, who is now 3-1. Both players are going out. I gotta think that's an intentional throw on Neerrm's part, just to get a little bit better seating. Or a little bit worse seating, just so he plays somebody who's a little bit better in the next round. He'll do that. He'll challenge himself. But yeah, 15-second difference there, Dig Shake.
I mean, it does not get much closer than that.
No, not at all. And yeah, nice early morning race to start the day, and there's 2 more races left.
I am speechless. I really am truly. I was not expecting that at all.
I was saying it to say it. I didn't believe it was going to happen, and then it happened. So, wow. Culain moves on to 4-0. Neerrm 3-1, but again, both of them are locked solid into the knockout round. And yeah, Neerrm will try to avenge himself in that race. But Dick Shake, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Yeah, I hope I wasn't too much of a distraction.
You actually were the perfect amount of distraction. You got me through the morning.
And so clearly not a soft lock.
Yeah, so yeah, Neerrm is giving his little clearly not a soft lock thing because the video restarted, or it played a second video. I'm not entirely too sure. But thanks again, Dick Shake, and I look forward to seeing you later on in the day.
Yeah, thanks for restreaming this, Larry. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And thanks everyone else for hanging out. Remember, we got Eon versus the person Eon plays later on in the day. It's a Riku player. And Buzz Thunder versus Link 7's Battle of the Broken Internet. Whose slideshow will progress the fastest? Let's wait and see. So for Dick Shake, and Angry Larry, just, everyone get off my computer now. See you guys later.
Goodbye, everybody.